It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Chicago Bears and the Washington Commanders. All that and more coming up next.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Chicago Bears and the Washington Commanders. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that could have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Commanders making their way out. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And he left North Carolina with most of his school's records, and at one point was thought to be maybe the #1 quarterback in his draft class. He does bring deceptive athleticism and plenty of upside to the table. Add some consistency, and maybe he can really unlock what he can be in the NFL.
Howell, first play, going to throw it. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Howell's throw into the hands of McLaurin. Finding room at midfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On first down, Howell. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool, he looks calm, he looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now, way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came through.
And also just the way, in particular to him, Charles, how he handles himself in meetings, just so professional, mature. Looks like he's been in the league 5 years.
Yeah, he cares about the game. He cares about his performance, and it's showing.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 2nd and 9, Powell. This one left side caught by Gibson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 3rd and 4 now. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Sly able to put this one through, and it's 3-0 Washington. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, he's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off of play action, you've got an all-star in the making.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Herbert to start the drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Well, not many guys who can blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw is Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down. Back to throw, Fields. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 5 yards, and that means they come up short. as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. Well, able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the third down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Taking it about the 36. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Howell. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Back to Gibson and another catch for him. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Another throw for Howell. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. Throw right side complete to Dotson. And he's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to carry the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? It's Howell with another throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson from 10 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Joey Sly on for the extra point.
He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
Starting on the ground with Herbert. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. That one will go for 9 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Fields. That's complete right side to Komet. Call it no gain there on the 1st down play.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Second and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
2 drives really tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
Now here's Trenton Gill on to punt.
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Sam Howell and the rest of this offense running back out.
Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now throwing on 1st down here. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd down, Howell now. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's going to have the Commanders 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the 1st down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him. Let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
Two 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Howell looking to throw again. His throw incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Howell. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. 3rd and long. Here's Howell. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. On the return is Jones. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return, and the Bears take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Herbert. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Here's Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Now here's Trenton Gill now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 33. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Washington offense heading out. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they go play action with Howell. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bears now ready to take over again. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. At their own 22. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Fields now to throw. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a give to Herbert. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now Fields. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the 50, here's Fields. He's got the connection to Moore. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, and it's 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Fields. And that is incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
First down, Howell to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
2nd down throw for Howell. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hal to the air on 1st and 10. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Howell. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Howell toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
On 2nd and goal, Howell. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs them up for another 2nd and goal. Howell down to throw it. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So no problems at all on that one, and you know there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And no reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this 1st half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios and this EA Sports Halftime Report. First order of business, though. Let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Chicago. And not much went right in those first two quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, for Washington, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Well, they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. How about Jonathan Allen there, pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line?
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Herbert once more. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Trying to lay one up deep and unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. There's Terry McLaurin, such an exciting pass catcher as this offense comes out for their next drive.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Howell. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Back to throw. Fields. Quick slant. Caught by Moore. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. A handoff for Herbert. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Right back to him on 1st down. He'll get this to about the 38.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run. It's Herbert. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman, and he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Out of the gun, Fields. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. On 2nd down, here's Fields. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Scowling down on the sideline, and he's thrown out the red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide, and I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and that's also going to cost him a timeout. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Fields. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. A disappointing end to that drive, making it to the red zone, but they'll again, CD, wind up with nothing.
And nothing, that's been the key word because they've had drives throughout that have finished off with nothing. Can't finish off a drive to save their lives in this game. And this one winds up again, giving them, dare I say it, nothing.
Now throwing on first down here. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, get the ball back for your offense, and tell them, let's go. We're in the game now.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
They'll start on the ground here on first down to about the 40-yard line.
Defensive
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Fields. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. They'll run here with Herbert. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. They don't know if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Being chased out left. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So if you factor the safety, this is going to be a 5-point swing all told.
And if you're winning, I think you say, fine by me, we'll take it. But when you're losing, I think you have to say, we let a good opportunity get away.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
A 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at the 20. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got some space here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 1st down Washington on a pickup of 18.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. When tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And Howell will throw it. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Stopped on the play by Jaquan Brisker.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Throwing here, Howell. Escaping the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Bears are right back in this football game.
He's been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
They'll run with Foreman. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
I think we can safely say that those those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here's where this crowd can really help make things difficult. It's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Fields. And this is caught. He hits more. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Fields now to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Here's Fields. They'll set up the screen to Herbert. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Herbert. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On 2nd and 12, Fields. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 31-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Fields on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with a football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Now Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop the football. They're trained to catch everything.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw. Fields. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. This is Herbert. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Fields going to hurry his guys to the line. All eyes on Fields. This is caught. Touchdown Bears. Khalil Herbert, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
The touchdown is huge, but the focus now is on the 2-point play. I don't want to say they have a cushion here, but if they don't get it, they still have a chance for onside kick.
Yeah, they would need some big-time help, but you're right. There would be a shot, but the focus right now on that 2-point conversion. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Here's Fields to the goal line, but it's incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. On the counter, Gibson. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Let's go do this. Let's get it done. Oh, let's turn it up. Let's do this, man. What's up, man? What's up?
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Let's go right here. I got you, baby. Let's go.
3rd and 1. Howell's going to throw it. Completes it to Samuel. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee.
Once again, we got to get it done and get it together. We got to be big time now.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Let's do this, man.
So a victory here for the Commanders. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.